Even before the two were reunited in South Dakota, 90 Day Fiancé fans had worries about Jibri and Miona. From a leaked spoiler about their marriage to Miona being accused of blackfishing, there's more to these two than bad pasta Alfredo. But we can't really ignore the nearly inedible dinner that the two prepared, or the context in which it was served. Jibri and Miona are downright messy, and can't seem to decide on their future, or even their wedding. On Season 9, Episode 4 of 90 Day Fiancé, Jibri and Miona Bell awoke together in Rapid City, South Dakota for the first time. Rapid City may sound like a comic book city constantly beleaguered by D-list supervillains, but it is a very real mid-sized town. The pair, finally reunited the day before, were happy to have some alone time without Jibri's parents in the house. But Jibri's parents are the least of their worries. Jibri did his best to make Miona feel welcome, as this was not just her first time in South Dakota, but her first time leaving Serbia. However, after she shared her reluctance to unpack her winter clothing, hoping to soon move to a place more populated and less parented, a conflict began. Jibri has clearly been hoping that Miona will just give up and agree to stay in Rapid City as long as he likes, but she's pretty adamant about moving soon. The two also got into conflict about their wedding plans, with Miona explaining that she doesn't want to give up on her dream of a beach wedding. Jibri asked her why. If she's okay with a garden wedding, she may simply mean backyard. In Serbia, she's not okay with the same thing in the United States. But it's clear that Miona sees their nuptials here as her real wedding, and feels like Jibri's reluctance to spend on the wedding is about him not valuing it. It's a familiar argument for the couple and for viewers. However, despite all of the conflict, the two are clearly getting along. Both at the house and on the road, Jibri and Miona shower each other with compliments. It's very cute, actually. This was no ordinary shopping trip, as the pair are expected to handle tasks like a couple of meals per week around the house. Miona's first shopping trip in America was interesting, as she was surprised by the prepared food and for some reason thought that the apples had wax coatings. The catch is that neither Miona nor Jibri really know how to cook, something that became very apparent when his parents tried the meal later on. As Miona tried string cheese for the first time, she and Jibri got into conflict on another topic: Jibri's good friend David. He and David are close and work together in their band, but David does not like Miona and the feeling is very mutual. Jibri reminded Miona that he will have to spend time with David in order to be successful enough to move them to Los Angeles as she hopes, so he wants them to get along. Miona also explained to the camera why she doesn't really know how to cook or do some other chores. Her parents tried to shelter her, first from the war in her childhood and then from poverty in post-war Serbia. While that was very sweet, it does mean that she has to learn a few things if she's going to help prepare multiple meals. Unfortunately, the dish chosen was frozen pasta Alfredo, which, as even a tried-and-true enjoyer of frozen food can tell you, is much better prepared fresh. The results were a meal that was barely edible, and Jibri's parents were as polite and diplomatic as they could manage being while eating. Miona didn't sabotage the meal, but admitted to the camera that she doesn't mind that Jibri's parents now know what to expect.